Merry Christmas, everybody. I just want to show you the new shirt I got from my nephew. Legendary, you dig? You know how we do it in the Fassst Lane. We live in to make our lives legendary. Because the best revenge is to live well. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you all had a good Christmas. I live to see it, so that's the greatest gift that there is. All right, let's get started. Well, like I told you, with these dreams, I didn't record them to share. I just recorded them to record it. Anyway, this is January 3rd, 2020. I found my dreams. I did videos from another book because I thought I had run out of space, and I knew something was wrong where I went so long without recording a dream. But anyway, this is January 3rd, 2020. Yeah, I had a dream that with a young lady that I know, and of course, you know, having sex in a dream is a sign of poverty, or a covenant being forged with poverty. And the beast is desperate, trying to reinstate me to poverty by using someone I know very well. And that woke me up. And I'm like, oh, this can't be. So now this is January 2020. It's coming up to almost a year of being on the fast. Because you know my fast started April 5th. But anyway, I've been giving the beast uppercuts from April. The beast is going to be persistent, people. The beast is going to be persistent. So be prepared for that. So sit at the feet of the master teacher, Kevin L.A. Ewan. Learn all you can from this man. Study the word. And be prepared to go on fast. And you know what to do. Consult your physician before, during, and after going on a fast. The beast is not going to stop people. Especially if someone sold you. Alright, let's move on. Now, I had another dream where I was in the school, but it didn't look like a school, but it was a school. So right there and then, confusion. Plus, it was at night, and it was raining. Like Minister Ewing said, a dream at night or darkness is a sign of witchcraft. So, right there and then, I'm dealing with the spirit of backwardness and darkness. After having a dream of sex where the beast is trying to reinstate me to poverty. During the rain, I couldn't get any shelter. Like whatever shelter I got, it was only for a short time. So I had to go from building to building to building to get shelter in this school. And that's why I said it looked like a school even though it was a school. Because most schools, if built with sense, there's always enough overhang for the classrooms. So if there's rain, you can shelter under the overhang. Excuse me. But to me, I consider that a good thing in that dream. Because the school represents backwardness and I couldn't get shelter. So I looked at that as it's time to move on, to move forward, because what could have sheltered me can't. So even though the beast may have used that dream for the evil intent, I saw it different. I saw it as a sign that it's time to move on. And there's no time for backwardness, which this dream represents. So I rebuked that. That the dream had the spirit of but I dreamt. These are the spirits that I rebuked from this dream. The evil spirit of poverty for one, backwardness, regression, stagnation. Because I'm trying to seek shelter in something I shouldn't have been to in the first place. So that means no movement. So the rain coming down in the dream is forcing me to move. Not saying I wasn't doing it in my real life. No, that's what I've been doing. Moving. I learned that from the sharks. Keep moving. So, now, with this dream, I want you to also... Alright, I rebuked the dream. But I also had to discern the spirits attacking me in this dream and rebuke them also. I rebuked them individually. Like the spirit of poverty from... Excuse me. The first dream. The first sex dream. Then the spirit of poverty in this dream, because I'm going back to school. The spirit of backwardness, the spirit of regression, and the spirit of stagnation, or lack of progress, lack of growth. Make sure you can point out and discern as much evil spirits in the dream. Now you can rebuke it wholesale, which is good, but after learning from Minister Ewing, I learned about the different types of spirits involved. So I could do a thorough rebuking. I hope that helps. Alright, good. I had another dream. I was in a van, and it looked like Little Wayne was driving it. I told him to stop and let me out. He did in the middle of the street. Then they reversed. Wow. I repeat it again. I'm trying to read my own handwriting. I was in a van, and it looked like Little Wayne was driving it. Now, there were other people in the van who I didn't know. So, that's two sets of issues right there. A, someone was driving me. Now, even though I know the person looked like Lil Wayne, it didn't matter. That's someone I don't know. Two problems. And I'm in a van, and I'm in the van with people I don't know, going somewhere I don't know, and they're probably driving reckless, because I asked to stop. So there's 5 things for sure, one possible. That had to be the reason why I said, let me off this van. So I had to rebuke all of that. Not owning the van, not being the one driving it, having someone who looks reckless and irresponsible driving it, being in a van full of people I don't know, and I'm in the passenger seat. But the good thing is, I asked to get off this van, get out of it, and I was able to get off. Now, what was disturbing was that once I got out of the van, when they let me off the van, the driver put the car in reverse and went backwards. Excuse me. I wondered what would have happened had I not gotten off that van. So I had to thank God for that. Because once I got off, you went backwards. But anyway, in this dream, of course, I consider this poverty, because that's the overarching thing in my life and in my dream world. And in the dream world or the spirit world. The poverty, the lack of control, the lack of power, the confusion, the spirit of confusion. Alright, yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, and regression. Even though the van went backwards once I got off it, I still couldn't tell where I was going, which is another sign for another spirit of confusion also. So that's about it. Yeah, what's on the van? The people I don't know. Someone driving my car, even though I know it looked like Lil Wayne. I don't particularly know the person. So for me, that's telling me that someone is in the driver's seat of my life being reckless with it. But thank God, I noticed something was wrong. I told him stop. And you could take that also as a sign that you too can tell the driver to stop. And also, even though I told the driver to stop, I now have to walk, which in the dream, because I was moving in the vehicle now, moving by foot, is a sign of regression and backwardness also. So I had to rebuke that also. You got to watch for stuff like that too. The more evil spirits you can recognize in a dream, the less power they have over you, even if you rebuke the dream itself. But you've got to be able to spot the different elements or evil spirits of the dream being sent at you. January 3rd. What? I was in another, oh my God, another dream. I was in a school that was also a dorm for girls and young women. So I guess they're between 8 and 18. I remember this dream because I was trying to leave the school. But everywhere I went, it kept changing. As I walked, there were classrooms, then dorms. Classrooms, then dorms. And I was like, well, how come some of the girls are still asleep? Because they were asleep, but they had their head covered. And then it dawned on me, hey, this is a dream. So I got up from that. I had to record it. And then I had to rebuke it. Again, it's a school. Backwardness. Now, me trying to leave, but I keep getting lost on the campus. That's the sign. That was telling me I was already freed from the covenants that I was sold to with the beast. The covenants I had with the beast when I was sold to the beast. But even though I'm trying to get out of the school, which is leaving, the beast still wanted to have access to my life, still wanted ownership. So I had to rebuke that. I had to rebuke the beast's attempt, and I had to remind the beast that I am no longer in covenant with him, with the evil spirits, whatever the case was going on, when whoever went to the witch of Endor. We're done. We're finished. So I rebuked the backwardness. I rebuked the confusion and the attempts for me to leave, the attempts to stop me from leaving, and the keep getting lost. Now, I don't understand what the girls were and why they were covering their faces. Excuse me. I mean, see, you said, man, you see things like that. It's probably people who you know, but they're hiding their faces. So I would like to know who are these people, but it wasn't revealed to me, so I'm not going to lose sleep. But anyway, once again, the school in the dream represents backwardness. And most importantly, I was trying to leave, so that was a good thing. But I kept getting lost, which was a sign that the beast wants their property. But I was getting the hell out of there. So I'm going to say that to say this: the beast is not going to let you go easy, people. Like Minister Ewing says, don't think you go fast one time and that's it. No, the beast is going to be relentless. So you got to be relentless. You got to be prepared to be relentless, and you've got to make changes in your life. You're going to have to spend probably 2-3 hours a day listening to Minister Ewing. I'm not going to repeat what he says, because I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm only showing you what I experienced. Hopefully that can help you. But anyway, it's almost 15 minutes, and I'm not going to take too much of your time. Thank you for joining me in the Fassst Lane. You know this is your legendary teacher, Jay Mack, and I'm out.